Okay, guys, welcome to a live support desk. So, sorry, but the amazing Mammy is having power outage problems, and she wasn't sure whether her power was going to come on or off during this live. So, I'm running it on her behalf today, and Mammy might drop back, but it really depends on power. She was setting things up, and her battery on her laptop was rapidly running out. So she managed to set it all up. So Mamit's here, but I don't know for how much longer. So guys, um, all good. We're all good to go. So if you want to come in with your questions, I'm going to drop the thing in here. I have locked it all down so you can just ask questions and we can move forwards. So do remember with live support desk that this is not a technical support uh, area. And also remember that if you didn't know, Rakesh told you about a new feature that's been soft launched. So what soft launch mean? It means we're still tweaking bits and pieces in there. So we advise you not to use the new branching funnels that you have access to in surveys, in marketing funnels, sorry. We advise you not to use them until maybe tomorrow afternoon, until the official release goes into the Facebook group. All right. Now, on back of that, we've also got a live workshop that I'm going to be showing you where to register for. But the first thing I'm going to do is put the link in the Facebook group so you guys can jump in if you want to jump in and you want to ask questions. So whilst I'm putting that in there, I will put that in there now. So this is your one chance once a week to jump in with us and ask us questions where we can answer real time for you. Now, remember, it is educationally based questions. It is on platform. So don't ask us questions like, how do we use MailChimp, or how do we use ConvertKit, or how do we use Zapier, or those kind of things. That's outside of the remit of what we do for live support. It's on platform. Okay. We've got guides, so I might be giving you links to videos and things like that as we go forwards. So nice and easy for you guys. I've dropped the link inside of the event so you can see it all in there. So whilst that's going on, hopefully people are going to start coming in to, it's 4:03 now. We did have a time difference. Our clocks went forwards. So it's thrown a few people off to know when these live support desks have gone in. I don't know if a mail's gone out. I don't know if Mammy sent the mail out for these. It's gone out. Oh yeah, email's in process. So Mammy's trying again. It's gone out now, so I might get people drop in to join us. So I see this real time. So Mammy's battery is like, it's just about holding on. So really good job there, Mammy, holding that together and managing to set all that stuff up whilst all that chaos is going on as well. So really good. So I'm here now anyway. Be here for 2 hours, so a lot of time. And what I'll do is I'll first of all break into what we've got going on. So we have a survey funnels and branching session going on. I'm going to share my screen now so you guys can see. And here it is here. So I'll drop the URL into the chat and you can register here. This is going on Saturday. That's in 2 days' time. On the 12th of April at 1 p.m. BST time. You can come into this and register. You'll get the replay then, and we're going to introduce, it's a 4-hour session. Kevin's in there with me. Maybe Mammy will drop in as well, I don't know, but we're talking all about the branching survey. So we're going to go through everything. We're going to do a whole build on this as well, and we're also going to give you homework. We're going to set you an assignment of creating a simple flow for a simple branching funnel, which I'd like you guys to complete and post your funnel links on the event when we go out on Saturday. So more about that later. It is a look around features, understanding the most important thing about any kind of branching system, whether it be quizzes, funnels, or anything else, is actually the most important thing is laying it all out before you start. This is an essential part of what you need to do to make this work for you. Okay, guys? So you really need to be planning all this stuff out when you're setting up any kind of branching system. It will save you a lot of headaches. And then it's a case of just copy and pasting this stuff in, which is absolutely cool because you just copy and paste it. Then you've worked out the flow. and you know that it all works. So this is really good. So I'm going to show you a little slide deck that we're going to be showing, just to show you a kind of thing that we're looking at doing here. These have already been created. I'm going to demo them to you, and you can see all this stuff in action. So don't get confused. Don't think, oh, that's too complicated. Honestly, guys, it's not. I'll take you through it, and it will be really easy for you, and you'll understand it all at the end of it. And this is something you want to do. So here's a quick example of what we're going to be doing on the Saturday, okay? And this is kind of the flow of it. So you're going to see here we have branching options. So welcome, do you exercise regularly, yes or no? If you click yes, what type of exercises do you do? Then the flow goes down to how often you exercise per week. And then based off of that, we can then send them to a page that's specifically targeted for them saying yes. And we can also base that result, and we can send an email out with them based on that result. Now, if they click no, we can then ask them another question that's separate from the main group that actually says, would you be interested in the exercise? So if they click yes to that, then or no can have a different option, just showing you're not interested, maybe you're not ready yet. If they click yes, you can send them to a page saying, great, let me tell you all about it. Send an email and a result can go out there. So this is called branching, and this is really, really powerful for you guys to know about, learn about, and you're going to have that going into both your surveys and, of course, courses and quizzes and surveys within courses as well. So actually thinking about it, you've got 4 different major features going out with this branching. One is you can now use a linear survey. When I say linear, it means it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. You can also now use, so that's one big feature. That's in marketing funnels, add surveys. You guys asked for this. Right? And then the next feature is that you can turn that into a branching survey in a marketing funnel. So that's 2 major features. Not only that, third major features, your branching surveys can now be added to courses. And a 4th major feature is it can be added to quizzes as well. So branching quizzes. Okay, this is soft launch. Rakesh will announce tomorrow the actual official release of this. Okay, and then on Saturday, we'll be running a mega workshop based off the back of this. If you guys can attend live, that's fantastic. If you can't, then make sure you sign up to get access to the replay. The replay will go on our YouTube channel, but you'll get it first, okay? So it's well worth you doing it, and now we can watch it in your own time. And you should be watching this stuff because there's so many things you can do with this branching system that's now been set up. So make sure that you go, and I'm going to drop the link into the Facebook group. Make sure you go to Survey, Funnels and Branching, our new workshop happening on Saturday, the 12th of April, 1 p.m. BST time. I'm going to just grab that link and I'm going to chuck it into the Facebook group. So I can't see anybody coming in here today. So I'm going to have a look at the chat. Got Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Good to see you, mate. So I'm going to drop that in here. Kevin's going to be with me on that workshop as well. So just to let you guys know, Kevin's going to be there. He's going to be offering good advice and talking about things. He's already talked about a few things that I thought, actually, that's really good. So he'll be mentioning, we're going to do it slightly different way. We're going to be having a communication whilst the build is happening. So it's going to be quite engaging. Obviously, we want you guys to contribute as well with a Q&A section that we're going to have. And we've got homework for you to do as well. So that workshop on the new feature will be on the 1st. Okay, that's our 1st. On the 12th of April, at 1 p.m. BST time, and that's going to happen. And it's going to be on the brand new feature. Why I'm saying that is like that because I'm typing it as I'm saying it. So I'm going to put that in there, drop that in there. Got 4 people. Hi, Sabrina. Good to see you. So you know you can jump in with us at any time. Got any questions, you can put them in the chat. I monitor the chat as well. So if you just don't want to come online because you've got a quick question, you can put it in the chat. people that are live with me can jump in and ask questions live, and I'll answer them straight away. People that are on Facebook that are just adding questions, I will get to you when I get to you. All right, simple as that. So Kevin's looks like Kevin's looking after the chat for me. Brilliant. Thank you, Kevin. That's really good. I have a question. Do you want to jump in live? Do you want to answer it in the... We've got no one in here live. So if people come in live, then I'm going to answer them first. But if you've got a chat, you don't want to jump in live, but you want to put it in the chat, whack it in there, Sabrina. And good to see you. There's always about a 10-second delay with the stream. We'll try to open Zoom. If you can't, just drop it in the chat. So we are here for 2 hours. So we got plenty of time. I like live support desk. It's really nice. I've seen it's been very busy with Mammy. Maybe you guys have just seen me. Maybe you've seen me and you've all just jumped away. Kevin's just broken the thumbs up button. Mine works. That's good. So yeah, we're super excited. So like this year, we've got so many things for you. Kevin's just setting up a massive community one, and he put the question in on office hours. If you haven't checked office hours, please check it out, because office hours this week, Rakesh was talking about this brand new feature that's gone in. We want to see it. And we also talked about a little bit about what we're going to be doing in the workshop. So it's well worth you having a look at that, and always give a thumbs up, because the support is good. Office hours is the one thing that's on every week. Kevin's done this since he started, really, and it's hundreds of episodes. Well, definitely, if there's four a month. Doing it for what, 4 years now, Kevin? Something like that. Yeah, so Kevin's called it the Community Connection Workshop. So this is a community connection workshop, but there's a ton of stuff going in here. You might think, Carl, I know you're thinking, oh, we've done loads. We've done loads of community stuff, but this one's a little bit different, because we're going to look at each aspect to make it really clear. And we're also going to be showing you things we can do. Like Kevin mentioned, like maybe we can use the branching funnels to get people into a community, and like how we can do that. So these type of questions are going to be absolutely amazing this session as well. And of course, Rakesh is going to be on for a session as well. And I don't know, office hours again, if you look in there, Kevin always manages to get information out of Rakesh. We always try to. Kevin's really good at it. And often Rakesh will let a little secret out, and he was letting a secret out about the team are working on live chat. So at the moment, with Facebook, there's you get this little bit of a delay. Sometimes you need to refresh your screen, and that happens with the Zenler community as we have it at the moment. And I did a live test from it, testing this out, and it's the case. So Rakesh is introducing a live chat option, which is a live. So when you do it, instantly replying, that backed into the fact that we want to live stream straight into, which we can through YouTube, but we actually want to live stream in platform into the community. And that's when things are going to really change for us. So can't wait for that for sure. And I have Amanda. So I have Sabrina. So we'll try to explain it here. Right, okay. 2 seconds, Amanda. You might have a question. If you have a question, just put I have a question in chat. So I've got Amanda with us. Good to see you, Amanda. I'll be letting you turn the cameras on. But you can turn your cameras on. So you up. Right. So Sabrina's saying she's going to explain the question. So in a form for email and name request, there is a place to create a password, and it has instructions in French. So I don't understand that, Sabrina. In a form, you mean for a course? The instruction French. I don't understand. You've obviously changed those words. But are you talking about register for a course? Are you saying register general? Oh, so Amanda's no questions. She's joined this way instead of Facebook. Ah, you're newish. You must have a question, Amanda. We don't mind people don't have their cameras on or they don't want to talk. It's absolutely fine. If you want to put your camera on, more than welcome to. No WhatsApp integration support for Zenler currently, for sure. But if you heard me earlier, I was talking about live chat. So we're going to have a live chat feature built in. Rakesh hinted at that, but it's not in there at the moment. People at Boston asked, is there an integration with Telegram? Is there an integration with WhatsApp? You know, currently there's bigger things to do, but it's very good. So Kishore is, so guys, you're welcome to come in. You want to ask real time. So again, just to let you know, because I know Kishore, you're fairly new here, and Amanda. So what we do here for Live Support Desk is we answer education-based questions. So anything outside the platform, we don't tell you because obviously they've got their own resources like ConvertKit, MailChimp, Zoom, these sort of things. You can go and find their support resources from them. If it has to do with Zenler, then we answer the question. So whatever. So Amanda, can I ask you? Maybe you want to put it in the chat. You want to? You're on camera now. So can unmute yourself? So have you done? So are you new here? You've been. How long have you been with us?
I upgraded probably about 4 or 5 months ago, but I've
Okay.
only kind of just got round to, because of various things, only just got round to getting into the quick start guide. So I've just
Okay.
started working through that. And I thought I would just come along today just because feeling slightly overwhelmed with
Are
it.
you?
A
Okay.
bit, yeah. But
Right.
that's
So what?
probably normal for me.
So why are you feeling overwhelmed with the tech, with so many things that you can do?
I think so, yeah. I think so, and I'm one of those people. I'm a bit of not a technophobe, but I have this terrible fear that I'm gonna do something wrong, mess it all up. So yeah, that sort of thing, really.
Well, I tell you what, if you're working through the quick start guide, you can go in there and you can just take it very slowly. You can't really mess anything up. But what I would say is that you're at the stage where you're just building your site, are you? And maybe setting your first course up.
Yeah, pretty much. So I've done the branding. I've worked through what I can. I've already got some courses that are kind of written that I've been using, not other platforms. I've been running courses live or through Zoom and just sharing slides that I've made in Canva. So I need to convert all of that over onto Zenler. And it just feels like a huge task. It is a huge task. So yeah.
How many slide decks have you?
I've got loads. I've got like six workshops that are about 2 hours in length when I run them live. So they're quite lengthy. So I need to really break it all really back down. Um, yeah, because it might not work. I don't think I can just translate it straight across into Zenler. I think I might need to restructure it.
Right. So have you? So you did you record that? Have you recorded those workshops that you've done? Is it a? Because I'm just trying to
Not
think
yet.
how would be quick for you to do this. One thing that you could do is you could take your live recording and you could edit it up. So you could chop it up and put it
Right.
into lessons. This could be a really quick way of you doing it. I would say start with one, because the big thing that people make, the problem they have is they, especially when they're course creators already and they come across, have a lot of content. So they think, oh, I've got to get everything all together and put it in the course in one go. No, that's not the case. What you need to do is you need to do it in stages, because that will then stop that overwhelm happening to you. So just pick one of your smaller ones, one of your ones, maybe one of your low ticket courses or something, and then use that as a starting block. But make sure the site is sound. You're in a really good position here, Amanda, because you can set your site up, you can set that first course up, and then you can test it. So you can fully test everything, see if it's working the way you want, and then you can build on it. If you're coming in, some people come in, they haven't even finished the site and they haven't got the course finished, and they're getting everybody to come across in one go. And that's when disaster happens, because they're like scrabbling, trying to get all this stuff done and in there, and the overwhelm can be too much. I
Yeah.
always say just concentrate on your site, concentrate on the smallest course you've already got, and then bring it across, test it, test it with a few users that you've got. So what do you think of this? How could I do this better? And use the community in these things. We've got Zoom built in, say enterprise level Zoom built in. So maybe you can get rid of your Zoom subscription, these kind of things. So this is a really good time for you, Amanda. I wouldn't get overwhelmed. I'd be like excited, because you can like, okay, now I can really get this perfect and we can build it together. And we're always here to help you anyway.
Yeah, that's good. I'm excited as well. I've wanted this platform for ages, and I was lucky enough to get a local business grant from the local authority where I live. So managed to get it paid for, which is brilliant.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I am excited. I think it's going to be really, really good for me. I just need to familiarize myself with it. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I thought I'll go to the support desk today, just to be here, really, just
Mm.
to kind of connect with other people and feel like a bit more part of the community.
Yeah, well, we got Larry in as well. Hi, Larry. How are you? Oh, should be able to unmute.
How's that? Is that any better?
Perfect. Can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome.
Larry, Amanda, Amanda, Larry.
Nice to meet you, Amanda. What part of the world are you from?
Likewise, I am in Rotherham, which is kind of north UK,
I'm just outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
across the pond.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
right
Big,
across. Larry,
big pond.
Larry, do you have any questions?
I do. So I'm trying to set up provincial sales tax so that if I get Canadian customers, I can collect the correct amount of tax because the tax man needs to be satisfied. Now, I may be driving the user interface incorrectly, but I've entered it 2 or 3 times. And then what happens is when I save everything, it disappears. That's my reaction. I would have thought that that wouldn't be the expected outcome. And so what I have is I have a setup where I've entered all the tax, but I haven't clicked save yet. Where I've entered all the tax, but I haven't.
Sorry, Larry. It's okay. Sabrina had her mic turned on. It's feeding back. Can you turn your Facebook off, Sabrina, if you've got both set up? It's all right. Don't worry. Sorry, Larry. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So I've got it all set up again. And I thought that what I would do is just jump into this meeting, share my screen, check setup or click save, and then see if it actually saves it or whether it throws it away again.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't share screens just because of GDPR. So we
Oh,
can't let anybody share their screen. But if it isn't working, so you've obviously followed you've followed our documentation on
well,
taxes.
so the answer is no. It seems to be pretty much self-explanatory.
Right. Well, what I would suggest is I'm going to put in the chat a link
Uh-huh.
to our support doc. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this is our tax support doc, and it will go through all of those things. Because there might be something that's missing here. You know, it's how to set up your global taxes, so the tax rates. I'm sure you might have set it up properly, but if you're saving it and it's not saving, that's a problem. So
Okay.
if it is a problem and it's not saving, I've got an answer. You need to talk to technical support. So that's
Okay.
support at zenler.com. For technical support, we have a support ticket system. So you'll be there,
Perfect.
but they'll look into why your site's not saving, which it should be.
Okay. Then I should check the chat for a link. And I see it. That's awesome. So what I'll do is I'll launch that or copy it now, launch it, and there it is. So that's that side of things taken care of. Um, can I ask a general question?
Go for it, Larry.
Okay, cool. Let me actually just get back to my Zoom meeting. So I'm a technical subject matter expert, and I teach on Zenler. And well, I have courses on Zenler. I don't actually use Zenler for teaching yet. That's something I should be doing. And one of the challenges I've experienced is the challenge of actually distributing PDFs to my customers and having my customers actually respect the intellectual property that I distribute to them. And so it turns out that my area of expertise involves software development. So we've come up with a solution that we can actually run using a webhook off of a Zenler site. So that what happens is a system we've developed that actually licenses and personalizes and watermarks and tracks PDFs can be kicked off just by somebody enrolling in a site that has a PDF registered to it. So the focus of this system is high value PDFs where the creator really doesn't want their PDFs to be shared. And what I'm wondering is, does Zenler have a partner or affiliate program or something like that where people who have software that adds value to Zenler can work with Zenler to make that available to the user base?
Yeah, it's not we develop all of our own stuff, but
I understand that.
we do use things like Zoom and all of these things because that's a bigger thing. For protecting things like PDFs, as well as I do, can never be protected.
Oh, I,
You know.
I get that.
But you could ask. This is a question that you could ask technical support. So you could
Mhm.
send this to support, and then they will channel it to probably the CEO, and he'll look at it personally and
Hmm.
see whether it is something that he wants to go down. But we do get a lot of kind of requests like this, like we be one of the integration partners and these sort of things. So it's not in my remit. I deal
And
with the
and that's
platform as
fair.
it is.
I was just looking to be pointed in the right direction, and you've just done that.
Yeah, yeah. Go to support, ask them. They'll forward it on and
Hmm.
it could start channels. Because obviously if it's going to help the platform, it's going to help our users, then good. But everything that the Zenler platform pays for, you guys are paying as you come in the platform, but we don't charge any more. See what I
Right.
mean? So it costs so it have
Well,
to
no,
be worked out. It's
I
beyond
could.
my pay grade, Larry.
Well, that's completely fair. And it wasn't I didn't have any like preconceived notions about how we might work together. I just wanted to float a trial balloon and see what happens to it.
Yeah, yeah. Float that balloon. If you don't ask, you don't get. That's what I say.
And that's why I'm asking. So I now know who to ask, which is very valuable. Thank you for sharing that. I
No
will
problem at
check
all.
with the tax link and see what luck I have with it, and hopefully that sorts out my problem.
Yeah, it's very strange that you're not able to save. That is weird. I mean, we do say use Chrome, but it should save in any of the browsers.
Yeah, and fair enough. I like Firefox because it has blockers that make my web experience much better that Chrome doesn't allow. I'll leave it to your imagination as to what those are. Actually, no, I won't. It's ad blockers. They're
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
highly effective in Firefox.
But you've got them in Chrome. You can put ad blocking on in Chrome.
In my experience, it's not as effective.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
so
try. They might say use Chrome. That's our preferred. Chrome is our preferred browser. But
right.
it should still be saving in Firefox. It actually might be good because if devs see that there is a problem in Firefox, then they'll sort it out if something isn't working.
Oh,
That's a
cool.
good thing.
That's another useful bit of information that you guys work hard to support, shall we say, less mainstream browsers.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Firefox was a mainstream browser. I used to use it all the time. It's only
Right.
since I've been with Zenler that I really use Chrome, I'll be honest,
Yeah.
for
And
Firefox.
in fairness, my area of specialty is VMware. And if it runs on Edge or Firefox, it works perfectly. On other platforms, it's kind of hit and miss because they don't test for anything else, because it's just overwhelming market share.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is it.
So, well, that's excellent. Thank you for the suggestions. I'll definitely act on both of them and have a good meeting.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Larry. That's
Take
really
care.
good. Larry's new and Amanda's new here. It's brilliant.
Hmm. Awesome. Thanks,
So
folks.
I've now got Sabrina who's been waiting patiently. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, sorry for all this mess about computer and telephone and everything. Okay. The thing is that I just share a picture of the when you have to make your password and there's the instructions in French. I had to translate it. I'm not a French person, so I have to translate it to see exactly what were the instructions. And I want to know in which part I can switch them into Spanish or English.
Can you put the URL in the chat? Because that's not, then I can just flick the page up and have a look. Because I'm just thinking it's probably the registration page. I know where to go. It's going to be in languages site. I just want to have a look
Okay.
at the page to make sure I'm on the same
Let me,
track.
I open it in incognito. So
Okay, good.
let me check where was it. That's one thing. Or maybe knowing that I can share the link later. So because right now I don't know where is it. That's one thing. The other thing is that I have my domain. It's called sabrinavargas.com.
Hold on, stop, Sabrina. 1 second. If you, because I want to answer this, I'm pretty sure that what you're looking at, if the information is in French, Zenler by default puts everything in English. So somehow something's been changed to French. I don't know why, but on the Zenler system, it wouldn't just happen automatically because it's English. So,
Yeah.
but the place that you can change it, let me just share my screen. So I want to answer one question at a time so that
Yeah.
we don't backtrack and jump. So if you have a look inside your admin, if you go to site
Yes.
and then across here to languages, then what you want to do is you want to find what the text says. So copy it from French, put it inside here, and
Okay.
then copy it inside here. And then what you'll find is when you hit the little icon, it will tell you what it says now. So this is what it says by default, but you can change it to this. So you're looking for your French version, you can change it there, and then it should update. Make sure that you hit you save it as well when you change it. So when you change it,
Okay.
make sure that you save it here. Yeah.
Yes, because I didn't knew since I went to settings and it wasn't there, so I didn't knew about this part. Okay, perfect. Yes, I will.
Yeah, so you could. So what happens? Just to let you know, um, this area here is for what's called dynamic sections of the site. So things like your registration page will have dynamic text. It's
Okay.
text that's generated from this language area. So you can go into the language area and you can change that dynamic text inside here. and you can use the search function to just search for that string. So that text that you're seeing in the wrong language, copy it, paste it in there, and it should find it. And then you can just do it to the right language. So
Okay.
that'll help you.
Yeah, because everything is under Spanish and everything is okay. But then I had this, and it wasn't like that I could change easily. Perfect. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
I don't
Otherwise,
know what, but
I'll do that.
more strangely, I don't know why it would have changed from to a language that you've not used. So be careful. Have you got anybody helping you? Have you
No,
got people?
I'm
Oh, you
doing
haven't.
it all by myself.
Oh, okay. So you
I
didn't put.
shared over there the picture, so on the chat, the I make a screenshot of the picture of the place where was it. And since I already launched and my people are Spanish speaking, I didn't want like confusion, like a bug or something. I'm very afraid. It's not my strength technology, so I've been like sweating hands with all this, but I already launched it, at least my first course, free course for cooking. So next month I will be charging for those videos and recipes, and I think I did. It's a very it's not so decorative. It's not like I can put some birds and butterflies, but it's very serious. The course.
Oh, that's good. It's good. So what is the URL of it? Maybe I can just have a quick look.
Clases de cocina
Oh,
cotidiana.
put it in the chat. Just let's
Yes,
just have a quick look. There's no questions in, so I
yes.
can just have a look. I always like to have a look.
I'm very proud of myself, really, about all this because I've been struggling for over a year to see how can I make my website, my cooking classes, videos. I'm editing the videos. I'm doing everything because
Yeah, I mean it's empowering, isn't it?
Hmm?
It's very empowering
Yes.
because you've done it on your own. You like probably before you did this, you probably thought, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to deal with all this tech, and I don't know this, and I don't know that." And then when you start, you find that it's not too bad. You know, and Amanda's coming. Amanda's doing her site and her course, and she's already a course creator, but she's got this big overburden of complexities because she's got so much she needs to move across, and it's very hard to not get overwhelmed. It's a really big thing. So it's like I said to Amanda, it's like just take it easy, get your site done, and then sort of bring in your small course. So what would you say to Amanda, having been through this?
Well, last year I hired a guy to do my site, and he just robbed me out. He didn't present me anything, and he still didn't return the money that I gave. And I was so frustrated because I'm a cooking teacher, I'm an artist teacher. I don't have much about my tools in all this technology. My sister has been in Zenler for 4 years, and she's just about using it. She's not taking advantage, but she had told me about it, and since I took the 11-day tour, and it was so clarifying, and so that gave me the strength to go step by step. And I stopped and went to replay to see where was the settings. The Canva integration is great because everything is over there. I still have lots to learn, but step by step and starting, the best message I can tell Amanda is perfection is the worst of doing something. It will finding perfection will freeze you out. So do it. It's your job, it's your time, it's your soul. Do it slowly as pieces, as playing Tetris, piece by piece, and go online. Then you start like looking at the feedback of the people, and also the once you are online, then your progress is it's faster. But
Yeah.
if you froze yourself because you want perfection, then you'll get frozen. You don't do anything.
Yeah, you can. I absolutely agree. I think it's one of those things that holds people back a lot. It's overwhelm. It's
Yeah.
trying to make things absolutely perfect. And we got some really successful people that basically have not really even changed the default theme. They just they just set it up, put their text in there, and then they've just got one or two courses which they market heavily, and they make a lot of money coming through that. And they haven't got a lovely site like you've got, Sabrina. I'm just going to share. Scott's already said. Scott said it's brilliant, and he said he could improve his Spanish when he looks at it as well. So you got good feedback there. So this is Sabrina's site, really good, and yeah, lovely pictures. Look, it's really nicely laid out. It's all very clear, and it's great. It's a great site. You've got your courses in there. Yeah, that's all clean. So very simple, but and it's your first course, isn't it? In there.
Yes,
So
that's for free, so my students can get into it and can have an idea of how will be the plan. There will be 10 recipes. The plan is the first one is a video about from 5 minutes to 15 minutes because I'm cooking with them. It's not like tasty, it's not YouTube, it's a teaching video. So and that's the first one is a video that I explained. Another thing you said in one of the videos that I didn't need to put the subtitles when I make the video because you had already integrated subtitles in the video for videos. Was that right?
there is built-in AI in new videos that you've put up, but I don't think it puts the subtitles in. It might do in Vimeo. I'm not sure. I need to check. What you can do is you can upload your own captions in on top. So if you're using a caption generator, or you're even using Zoom, you can download all of the assets that you can use as a caption file to upload. I actually need to do a workshop on that, Sabrina.
Okay, perfect.
I
Yeah.
think I've got some. I can send that information to you, but that looks really good. You're doing so well.
Well, I'm an artist. My domain is right now with Google, and my domain is called sabrinavargas.com. I have it since 2010, but I didn't want to switch it until I had everything clear on how will everything will look because I'm an artist. Over there, I have a gallery, a painting gallery, and I want to import it so I will have everything on one site. And the thing is that I want to know how will that look in my domain with the cooking classes. Will that look like sabrinavargas.com backslash clases de cocina? O it will be clases de cocina cotidiana backslash sabrinavargas.com. Because
Um,
I want clases de cocina, the gallery, my personal blog, everything under sabrinavargas.com.
yeah. So you're right. So let me just show you.
Mhm.
Right. So are you splitting? You're going to split your site up into two.
2 or 3 because I'm like a um headquarter. I have different um things. I'm a writer, so I want my books in one place that are not cooking books. So the cooking people might be not interested in the books. And I'm an artist. I have a gallery, and so I wanted sabrinavargas.com as I have it in Google Sites, like a headquarter, and from over there, then enter sabrinavargas.com, and then you can choose from clases de cocina cotidiana, gallery, books, blogs, like a website. Is that possible?
But you want it under the main name, the main domain, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So what? Right, there's a few ways that you can do this, but if you've got these different areas and they're different businesses, but you want them under the same name, it's the same as what I do, Sabrina. I've got my main name is Mojo Mojo, but underneath that I've got photography, I've got sculpting, I've got painting, I've got a ton of other things under me. I do pretty much what you do. The only thing I haven't got on there is cooking.
Write down your site so I can check it out.
So I've got them in different places, but like I work for Zenler, so I keep everything split, right? So my people that are studying how to do 3D animation and sculpting, they don't need to know that I'm doing education on a platform called Zenler. It just clouds it. And it's the same with the painting and these sort of things. So my main thing is Mojo Mojo. So design. So I use subdomains to do this. So if you've got a subdomain, you can set up different sites. Because you're on a pro account, you've got 3 sites. So one of them could be cooking, one of them could be painting, and one of them could be art. You've got those 3 sites, you can use them. So when you can choose one which is the master site, and that can contain everything. And that could be the root name, so .com. But the rest of them can be under as subdomains. So, for instance, courses. Well, in your case, it would be cooking.sabrina. Yeah. You could have art.sabrina, and they can be separate sites. They can all be set up with the one domain name. So, like for instance, I have mojomojo.design, and I also have courses.mojomojo.design. I also have other domain names completely.
But
so I
if
would say if you want it under one, you should be thinking about using subdomains.
And I need to buy those subdomains, or is not necessary? I just
No,
my master domain.
you just follow our support documentation on setting up a subdomain.
Okay.
So we give you the records in there, setting up a CNAME for it. And I'll just give you the link in the description so you can read about it. You can ask on the group as well, because people will guide you. They might have other ideas. I mean, other people might say, oh, do you know what? You should set up a completely different domain name for that and call it something. So you might have, whereas some people have, like they might have sabrinavargas.com. They might have sabrinavargas.art. They might have .design. Do you see what I mean? For .photography. So they are root domains and they would be set up separately. But if you want to make your costs down and keep everything under one big umbrella, then you want to use subdomains.
Perfect. I didn't knew that, but it sounds great.
I think that's the best way, but it's really your business to think what you're going to be doing. I think you should be splitting them out to have them on a cooking. It gets a bit confusing for people.
But they know me, that they know that I'm an artist. I'm like the orchestra woman. I play every single instrument. So people know me.
Yeah, but from a marketing point of view, it's like I mean, as we always say, like, who are you selling to? You know? So it's all right if your site is very well organized and things are separated, then that can be a good thing, because people come in and see, oh, you're selling yourself because you do all these different things, and people are interested in maybe your cooking because they're interested in you as an individual. But if you're not there yet, known well enough, then they're not going to know, and they'll be like, oh, you're dabbling in this, you're dabbling in that. You know, you get this, like, I'm an author, I'm a photographer, I'm a sculptor. You get it all the time, and people are like, make your mind up.
Yeah.
I'm the same, Sabrina, because I dabble in loads of different things as well, because it's exciting, isn't it? We like to do different things because artistically, that's what we want to do.
I get bored in one thing.
Yeah, I love it. I've been with Zenler. This is the longest I've probably been. I mean, my own businesses, yeah, but the longest I've ever actually worked for someone else. And the only reason behind it is because I meet all you guys. You know, this is what I love. I love to help people. And for me, this is very rewarding. And I don't think that'll ever disappear. So, yeah, I understand. I understand. I think subdomains. I'm going to send you a link to the documentation. There's a video in there at the bottom as well, and you can go and have a look at that. You can ask in the group as well.
Okay.
And that should help you. I've got Amanda back. Well done, Amanda, for coming back. Scott's dropped out. He couldn't find us.
Perfect.
You have a question, Amanda?
I thought I didn't have questions, but I actually do.
Oh, you do? Good.
It's just now I've relaxed, it's come back to me. And thank you for what you said as well, Sabrina, about perfectionism, etc. The irony is that's partly what I teach about this stuff. I teach about overwhelm, I teach about perfectionism. So yeah, need to practice what I preach, really. But yeah,
I think it's a common thing, isn't it? It's like a plumber. You look at the plumbing in a plumber's house, and it's all over the place, or electrics, you know. So it's very hard sometimes to do these things. But you're talking about it all the time. So you're like,
that's the thing. That is the thing. So yeah, so I don't know whether actually I've got a couple of questions. First one, I don't know whether this might be best directed to support. I'm not sure. But you know the pages, the pre-populated pages that are already there. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well.
no, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
So when I was working through the quick start guide earlier today, it said something about the unsubscribe page, which I think should be one that's already a pre-populated page, and it's a URL that already exists. Am I right about that?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you...
But it's not on my list. That was my question.
It's not in the pages now.
No,
it's not in the pages now, because what happened was we brought in granular unsubscribe. So that then neglected the need to have a subscription or an unsubscribe. So a subscribe or unsubscribe. So when you have a new site now, you don't get that page. A lot of people that have got the older design when it came in, not the older design, but the pages were listed, it would include those. But it doesn't include those now. So you don't need them. It's all handled by granular unsubscribe.
Right. Okay. So from the user's point of view, when they unsubscribe, what will they see then?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you can try it for yourself, because you can send a test email. Hopefully you've got a test account. So have your email address, have a test account, sign up for one, send yourself an email broadcast, hit the unsubscribe, and you see what comes up. But I can show you quickly what you see. Hopefully I can in here. Yeah, I can show you this. Like, let me just show you it. This is not how you'd see it. You'd see it in a mail, but I'm just trying to show you.
Yeah.
So inside here, there's this little subscribe. So if you click this, you can see that you have here. This is what they see basically, Amanda. So if they click unsubscribe from all, it'll unsubscribe them from all. So you're seeing email broadcasts. If I had a course in here, you would see a course come up with a little checkbox that you can uncheck. So if people have come in on a marketing funnel, they'll have another little checkbox that says marketing funnel, and then they can unsubscribe for that. So this is granular. It means they can turn off and on what they want, or they can unsubscribe from all. And that's what they see. But send yourself a test one. Enroll yourself in maybe a funnel if you set one up in a course, in your site, and then send yourself 10 then send yourself like an email broadcast, hit the unsubscribe, and you'll see that little box come up that
All right.
unsubscribes you. So it's
Right.
at a granular level now, which is good.
I see. Lovely. Thank you for explaining that.
Right.
I thought, what have I done? What have I done? What have I deleted? But it's just
What
not
page
there.
have I deleted?
Yeah. What have I messed up already?
Yeah, it's just because the training's older. So
Right.
we're replacing it all now. We're replacing the quick start guide, and we're replacing the complete guide for Zenler as well. Everything's going to be updated, and we won't have those things in there anymore.
Right.
I'll
Fair enough.
probably update that.
Great. Thank you. I do have another question, but I know there's other people in the room. If other people want to go first, I don't mind waiting.
All right. Yeah, we got Billy in. We got Chris in as well. Have you got a question, Chris?
Yes,
All right. Do you want to jump in? I don't think Billy's here.
sure.
Yeah, jump in, Chris.
Thank you. Hello, David. I'm happy for this. Yeah. I have a question regarding communities because I am really confused about the categories. Because whenever I create a community, I would like for people to see like many other options. For example, I have a community which is paid. People get to the community through a paid class. It's a really cheap class, but they get to the communities. And then inside the community, we have the drop-down menu so that people can post about the content of a specific lesson. I have that clear. But I would like to have, for example, another category for questions about hormones, like completely apart from the content of the course I created in which people are already in. I mean, I don't understand. Maybe you don't understand either. That's why I'm really confused.
No, I need to know, like, if you've got the 4 types of community. You've got public. You obviously don't want it to be public information. Am I correct?
No, it's already not public.
Right. So so yeah, that's not, but I'm just saying, like, public, that's public information. So people can join up from their public. So if it's private, it's a bit higher level of security, but people can still see it and go in there. So you probably want to set up a secret community. And with a secret community, you can then invite those people from, or add those people from a specific course.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's
already done.
That's already done. So
yeah.
What's the problem then?
What's my question? I am in a community in Circle, and when you get into the community, you have like a ton of different drawers, to put it some way, different themes that people can jump in and read about that specific subject. I would like to do that inside my community. Is there a way? Is that with categories, or am I just all messed up in my mind?
No, I mean, category, I don't know, like Circle's got different features than Zenler, obviously.
I know, it's just how to organize information so that people can jump from one theme to another, which is not related to the course they bought, but other themes.
But you want it secret? Yeah. Is it for all your members or just members of a course?
It's for just members who bought that course. It's a masterclass, but I set it up as a course with.
So you can set up. Well, you could probably, because you've only got. How many do you want to do? Just one or?
Just one.
All right. Well, just set it up as a secret community. If you've got it as a secret community and you've added the users from the course, they can jump. They can jump between them. They can see it all, they can see it all from their feed.
But it wouldn't be a category. It would be another community set up as secret. But how are the people who bought my course be able to see that secret community?
Because you've added them to it.
Okay, but it has to be manually. right?
Yeah, I mean, not if you'd set them, not if you, with the pricing plan, if you've added that in the pricing plan, you can add them to it
Right.
automatically when they buy the pricing plan. But if it's after the fact, you're going to have to add them manually because which I think you can go in there and you can bulk add them. I think we covered that on the community workshop, but it's just like in here. Look, if I share my screen quickly,
that was my next question. Sorry to interrupt, David, but
yeah, let me just show you, because in here what you can see is I've got 3 communities. I'm obviously in here and added to them all, but I'm in my feed. So within my feed, if I do a post in any of these communities that I have access to, in my feed, I'm going to see that. I can see these posts from all of the different communities I'm part of. So I can also jump individually into the public one because I'm adding
as a
to
user.
that as public. Yeah, as a user. And that's what the users will see. So I haven't got in here any discussions in courses set up yet. But when I do, if I'm added to it, it will come up here as course added to it. And you've even got the functionality to be able to drag these around now, I think, as well.
Yeah. So how did you set that up? That's exactly what I want to do.
I just set up a public, a private, and a secret community. So all you need to do is set up a secret community. So you go into here, you add, not add community, you add a category. We call this is live site. So I'm going to delete this out. I can call this, let's call it hormones. I'll just do that quickly. And I've set up the category there. And inside that, I could then go add a community. I could choose whereabouts, hormones, and then go main. And then I could set that as secret down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyone in the community, I can set all the options, of course, go in there, and it will drop in once I create it. It will drop in below here. Or not. It's not. I've got some problem. But anyway, you should be able to pick it from there and then drop it in. I'll need to check this. Maybe it's a bug or something.
You know what I did? Because I investigated how to set the price and include people in another community free. So in my course, what I did in the pricing plan, you know, when you set the price, there's an option to select communities. So they are by default in the community attached to that course. And then I added another community, which I created as a secret community exactly there. No.
Yeah.
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 So
yeah, that secret community is that one there.
Is that supposed to be available for people enrolled in the course who paid the course as another community that they can see as a menu?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Maybe I'm not.
If I click that, those people, if I select that in there, if people buy this pricing plan, they will be added to this secret community. Which
apart
is
from the community attached to the course, if you set up discussions, right? That would be apart from it.
Yeah, discussions set up discussion communities, but it really doesn't matter if they're in here and you set up a discussion inside the course. They'll have access to both.
Exactly. Okay, so I don't know why I'm not being able to see it as a user. I will try it again, and I'll send you a screenshot or maybe. Because I don't know why I'm not able to see as a user.
If you're not seeing them and they're not coming in as a user, you want to send a message to support, because they need to look at your site and what you're doing, your end, because they should be being added to it.
Yeah. So every time people get to the community, they will see the community with the discussions of the course and the secret community I added, which is another theme, another subject. And I could do that with many others once. I mean, can I be adding more secret communities on the go? Because I want to add subjects, I mean, other themes on the go.
Right. So it gets a little bit more complicated because if depending on how, like that public, private, and secret community, they are manual communities you set up. Okay. The discussion communities automatically get set up when you add a discussion to a course, right?
Yes.
So that's 4 types of community. With the private, the public, private, and secret, you can only have a maximum of 20.
Okay.
So you need to be careful how you're using them. Personally, there is another way that you could set it up. You could set up a bundle. You could have 2 courses in a bundle, and each of those courses could have a discussion in it. That way, when someone buys the bundle, they'll have access to the 2 courses and also to the 2 communities. So if I was you, I would think like that, because you could then, it allows you, depending on how you're running your business, how you're running your courses, it might be a good idea. Sabrina, who's in here as well, might want to think about this if you're running something like a cooking, like let's say cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, and cooking evening meal. You can have 3 courses, and you can have 3 separate communities tied to those, or just one. So you could set a course up inside a bundle just for the community.
Okay, so that would be that would be like levels. For example, if on that class, it's a master class I set up as a course, they can I'll make the secret community to add those people to that, because it's a subject people need. If then I create a bundle with my classes, which are part of my course, and I can set up a bundle with 3 classes, for example, how to whatever. And then only people who bought that bundle are on another community and on the first one.
Yeah. The other way, of course, is you can have so there's so many different ways. Like you could set up a hidden course. Right?
What?
A hidden course, a course that's not, that people haven't got access to. But you can use it just to enroll people in certain things. So I could set up a hidden course. So you can't buy that course, right? Sorry, Amanda, this is getting complicated, right? I understand, but just stay with it. Like you can set up a hidden course, doesn't show. You could then put in a discussion community to it. And if you want to automatically enroll, and I've shown this before, if you want to automatically enroll people into another course, you could use the bulk action to enroll people just in that hidden course. And the effect of that would be they're being added to a community.
See, that would be like a dummy funnel.
Yeah, so that could work as well. So you can see I've given you like 3-4 different methods of doing something.
Okay, thank you so much.
I've probably confused it. Maybe I should just tell you one, but it might not be the right answer for what you're trying to do.
Okay, I'll play around.
Play around. Come back to us, Chris.
Yeah, sure.
Come back to us if you struggle. We got Billy in. Hi, Billy. How are you? Have you just turned up? Say hello. Hello. He's not turning his microphone on.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Billy. How are you?
Good. I just jumped on Facebook and I happened to see that this was going on, and I always miss it. And I just got a really quick question on the notifications. You know how the old communities, we would you could click send a notification to everybody or send an email to everybody that I just made a post, and then with the new community, that feature went away. Is that feature going to come back, or?
Feature's already back, Billy.
Oh yeah,
he's back already. Have
cool.
you not been keeping up to date with things, have you?
No, I haven't. There's so much stuff always, there's so much going on, so much to learn, So
yeah, here we go. Look, if you go and you set a new post up, what's happening now is it's we're making sure that people don't blast people, because people are overusing it and get lots of unsubscribes. But now if we go into one of our communities in here, and we type something like test, I have the ability here to send to all members of that community. So you can click that. I'm not going to do it because it'll send it out and people get annoyed. I did this when we were showing this feature, and I had people, they did it on a Zen pop-up site, which is not a real site. It's like people sometimes I shows at this Zen pop-up site that you've been looking at, and people sign up for it. Like they sign up for it, and then I send this out thinking they're not signed up for it, and they're like, unsubscribe. I don't want to get these emails. You just signed up. So you just hit there and you click post. What happens is you can send an email out every 48 hours, so only one at a time.
All right, cool. So it's just back to what it used to be like, except but before it went to everybody, though, right? Not who's now. It's only who's in that community.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You're controlling it though, so you can set it up, and you can have one community with all your members in and use it that way. But you probably want to use email. I mean, yeah, it's good that it pops up, but I don't know if you've checked out the app with the Zenler app, because you've now got notifications, push the pop-up notifications that happen on the phone.
Yeah,
so inside the app, so they all appear in there. So that's a good thing that we're doing. We're also going to put live real-time chat into the communities as well. Rakesh was mentioning that today. I mean, real time. So you click and it's not going to be refresh the screen or anything. And we're also doing live streaming. Like Amanda, you need to know, we bring out these massive updates and we don't charge any more for it. So you're on the Pro or Premium and we don't charge any more, and you get access to that feature. So we're going to live streaming
into the community.
I can live
stream into the community.
Yeah, I mean, you can already live stream, but you need to use YouTube.
Yes.
But now,
share the YouTube link.
Not now, but we're going to have it so you live stream directly into the community.
Oh, wow. That'll be awesome. And then the quizzes. So I'll be using the quiz that has a lot of features to it, like 5 or 6 different question types, question and answer types and the like, which I thought that was the new quiz system. Is that the quiz system that we're keeping, or are we evolving to another quiz system?
We've still got it that there's no extra learning that you need to know, but you now have the feature of branching.
Oh, okay. So you just added a feature to the quiz.
We did a lot. Because the branching feature will send out stuff based on results. So I showed this earlier on office hours. Did you see office hours?
No, really? I didn't.
You need to see it. It's all in there. You'll be blown away. Actually, do you know what? You just watch office hours. I'm not going to show you.
I got banned. Didn't I get banned from office hours?
You probably did. No, we got it here. I'll copy the link. If you haven't seen this, check it out. This is a major one, because what we've got now is we've got surveys. You can do surveys in marketing funnels. Really?
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, because I'm spending more time. I'm working on email, figuring out email. Because everybody that's doing all the sales is emailing.
This is even better. Because Amanda, office hours weekly. We run office hours, and it's a time for us to tell you about updates, tell you where education support is, all these sort of things. So it's half an hour usually. It's not long, once a week. So you can always find it in the feed. We've also got it on our YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/c/Zenler. But on these branching funnels, and I know like Amanda's like, oh no, it's something else you're talking about. Like we've got marketing funnels, right? And these are steps. So you can send people who generate leads and you convert them to sales. But lots of our users have been asking, we got surveys in courses and we got quizzes in courses. But lots of our users turned around and said, I think Billy's probably one of them, said, why can't we put surveys into a marketing funnel? So we turned around and we've done that now. So you can now add a survey into a marketing funnel to generate leads. But we go one step further, because we now allow you to actually branch results based on a question. So if, for instance, let me just flick a page up, because then I can show you this. We're doing a live workshop on Saturday on the 12th. at 1 p.m. BST time, and I'm going to be showing you how to build all this stuff, and it will be easy for you to follow. So Rakesh shared.
This branching feature has been already announced?
It's a soft launch.
Oh, okay.
So it's been announced, but it's a soft launch. So what that means is that team are tweaking little bits, little things. They're not major. It all works. But tomorrow, I think Rakesh is going to do the actual an announcement, and then it means on Saturday it's all ready for me to show you. I've already set up all the stuff anyway. I've set it all up. I've set it all up already.
Sorry, I just saw that. I just see the new survey funnel. I just saw it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so this is basically what it is. The old survey was linear. So when you have a survey, you'd ask questions and it would go from one question to the next question to the next question, all right?
Oh, that's great. I've been waiting.
But now, yeah, it's based on what you want. So this is twofold, because not only can you segment people, so you come in, like, do you exercise regularly? Yes. They go off in this direction. These are the questions they answer. If they go no, they go in this direction. And what is great about it is the end result, when they get to here or they get to here, they will then be sent to a page that you can tailor specifically for them.
Great. Excellent.
But that's not all, Chris, because also you can send an automated email only to people that have ended up on this result.
I've been waiting for that for years.
Yeah, it's that's available not just on marketing funnels. That's available in your course as well.
Really?
Your course surveys. It's also available in your quizzes. You have branching quizzes. I'm going to be talking all about this. Yeah.
Inside the course as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be, so it's actually, we worked it out. It's about 4 major features we've covered here. And this is why we're doing this massive 4-hour session on Saturday. That is going to blow you away. So I'm going to give you an example of what we've done here. And I showed this today, but I'll just show you it. You'll be like, wow. And then you can see what you can do. So this is a little test site. This is the Zen pop-up site. It's not a real site. It's just one I use to train people. And inside here, we've got this course in here. But if I go into my admin settings and I go down to my marketing funnels, I'm going to show you, this is a branching marketing funnel. So this is a nice simple one. So I'm going to show you this one. If I preview this, this is what you get. So something like this, and you can click this, begin this now, and it takes you through into this is the marketing funnel. So for lead generation. So then it'll ask, pick your favorite. So if you choose dogs and you click in there and I click next, it's going to say, why do you love dogs? So I'm going to go back one. If I go to hamsters and I go down here and I click next, it says, why do you love hamsters? You see what I mean? It's branching. It's taking you somewhere based on a question. So if I go now to a little bit more of a complex one, which is this exercise survey here, and I'm going to show you the internals of this in a second, you're going to see here that you have, let us begin here. And this goes into more detail. So you can go in here, do you exercise regularly? Yes. And you go maybe strength. And it's taking me in different routes. So it's now asking me 4 times a week. Yes. And it's taking me through all these things. And it will then ask me for my details, which you'll then put, and it will send me to a custom result page. It'll also send a custom email out based on that result that I just showed you there. So let's jump into courses now. And inside the courses, I'm going to go over this in real detail on Saturday. But if I go into the curriculum here, you're going to see that I have a, what is it?
Quiz.
I don't think it's quiz. Sorry, it's survey there. Let's go into the survey one. So if I go into the survey, you're going to see inside here, I'm going to edit this. So you're seeing the back end now. These are the questions. This is the survey. So inside here, you can see that I have a welcome page here. And then once they start the journey, they start going through here. Now, if I click branching, you can see that these branches go off into different areas. This is the thin group, goes to the thin group. This is the average group, goes to the average group. And you can customize this all the way through to go to specific steps as they're going through. And at the end of it, you can tell them to take them to a result page. And I've got my result pages down here. So this is thank you feedback for that. That's the custom reply for people with a thin build. That's the custom reply for people with average build, large build, and not ready yet build. So that's how it works. You can branch it off, and then emails can go off to them based on the results that they've picked here.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So it's not working,
amazing.
still not working as a funnel, right? It's still not working as in funnels.
It's working in funnels. It's in funnels. No, sorry, I'm in the course now. I'm in the course. It works in marketing funnels, and it works in courses. And
so what did you say is not working yet?
There are some slight tweaks being done. You might not even notice them, you know.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm so happy. This is fantastic.
Yeah, so you can go through, you can go like so if someone's scared to face fitness, I know Billy's all over this. They wants a boxer in there, Billy. So in here, if like I'm scared to face it, right? Billy's not scared to face it, are you? Billy boxes in Las Vegas, by the way, guys. So if I put, like I'm scared to face it and click next, it says it's sympathetic. It's saying, tell us why. And then they click through here and it sends them to saying, you're not ready yet. We'll reach out to you and find out, why you're not ready, that kind of thing. There's a load of options in here to change the style. If I click I am ready, it takes me through a series of different questions. So inside here, I go in, ask me what's my build like. So I say large there, click next. And it says, what do I want to do? Click all that apply. And it's recording all of these and giving them a result as well. So when you go into the reports, you'll see like a report card on each of the users. It will give you an average. You can also export all this data out as CSV format. So you can take it in something like Google, and it gives you a real good look at what's going on. So just imagine all the different things you could do with this. You can literally set this up to take people through. If they don't know, if you've got a lot of courses and they don't know which one to choose, you could send them through this. This will make your life easier. This will adjust to what course you need. So this could be very useful for you, Chris.
Oh yes, to filter women. That's going to be great. That's an excellent.
Yeah, it's cool because I teach Excel and AI. So I was wondering how, like, I need looking for a way to segment people.
Right.
Some people want to learn just Excel. Some people need to learn AI. Some people want both. So I think the survey funnel is going to be a good solution. Or
it's going to be interesting. Actually, to be honest, the one that we're going to be building on Saturday, I used AI to create my flow for me. So really? I'm building it directly from what AI has given me. So I can't just plug it in and say, oh, there you go, that's working now. I've used it to outline what I need it to. So it did it really quickly. That's so much work on it. I just didn't have time to manually write all the questions. So I just guided it with a prompt, and it's filled it all out for me. And that's what we're going to be building. We're going to be building a survey on communities. So like, are you guys using them, these things? Inside of that workshop, I'm also going to give you small homeworks to do. So
I build one today, and then on Saturday I'll ask you my questions if I get stuck on something, because I'm starting today.
Oh, right, okay.
You're talking about the Zenler AI, the built-in Zenler AI, is what you used to create the survey funnel?
No, it doesn't outline it, because we've got AI built in. Amanda, again, we've got AI built into to creating outlines. You can use AI to change stuff, but we haven't got it built into this. It's very difficult.
Okay.
It's really difficult because you're literally, with branching, you're literally saying what you want it to do. So you can get it to branch. It would be great if we can put in there. I'm sure that's coming. Yeah. Everything's turning to make things quicker for you. But I used AI to build what I needed to copy and paste into the survey, into the branching survey. So that I'm going to be showing on Saturday.
Cool. It's cool. Zenler's really good.
Oh yes, it's the best. Yeah. It's the best.
There we go.
Hey, you check this out real quick. You can tell Kevin. I won the USA Boxing Master Division. I'm the world champion.
Whoa.
You
Really?
156-pound master world champion right here.
Really?
That is
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
nice
Master
to-
division though. Amateur. Master
Oh.
means that we're over 35.
Is that, were you boxing or were you doing mixed
Boxing.
martial arts?
No,
'Cause
boxing.
weren't you going to do mixed martial arts?
No, just boxing. Just straight
Oh,
up boxing.
it must have been someone else.
Yeah. No, we had there was a competitor there that was 81. He was fighting like another 80-year-old guy.
Wow.
It's in slow motion, but they're boxing. Yeah, at 80.
Slow motion.
Yeah,
That's
it's slow
crazy.
motion. But it's fast
Well
for them.
done.
Yeah,
Well
I'm
done.
59, so
But that belt, it doesn't beat the old Zenler swag, does it?
nah, that for the Zendler star, all that stuff, that's just the greatest. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I stepped into the ring wearing my Zendler star shirt. So they know what's up. We got surveys. We got
That's-
funnels. Bah, 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 bah.
Go branching.
By now.
Branching as well. Right, I'm going to check out the Facebook group and see if anyone's in here. Have you got any questions? Do you need any help with anything else?
Not for me.
Sales.
I'll play around with communities and I'll start my first branched survey today. So yeah, if I have any questions around that, I'll be in touch. So I'm leaving now.
Right, brilliant. Yeah, have a lovely evening. Is it evening? It's midday, isn't it, for you?
It's 10:30 in the morning right now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
lucky.
lovely day. So nothing new to announce today? No. On Saturday.
I've announced already.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so
branching,
much,
but have a
David.
play around with it. It's really good. It's really good to do. And
I will.
yeah, really, really good to see newbie Amanda as well and Larry. So yeah, this happens every Thursday at 4 o'clock, Amanda. So if you've got any questions, you can always put it in the Facebook group as well. And everybody helps each other out. That's what we try and do here. But I think
Okay,
we're going to end the
thank you.
session then. But no
Nice to
one
see
knew.
you live, David. Goodbye, everyone.
Aloha. Thank you.
Well
I
done,
have got
Ben.
another question, David, but it can
Oh, go
wait.
on.
It's not an urgent one though.
Go on, go for it.
Oh, he's gone. So I did some corporate training recently, some bespoke training that were tailored to the specific needs of this organization that asked me to go and do this work with them. So that were a live half-day session. And what they've asked me to do, they want me to produce something that's in a downloadable format that they can use to share with associates that they work with. So what I want to be able to do using Zenler is have something on there that is not accessible to other people, so people can't just purchase it, but is somehow hidden so that this one organization can access it because it's specific to their organization. Is there a way to do that?
Absolutely. So will you
thought there
be
might be.
will you be taking payment from them for it?
Well, they've not decided yet whether or not they want to do it pay per download, or whether they want to give me, or whether we're going to come to an arrangement where they give me a one-off lump sum payment for unlimited access. We've not sorted out the detail of that yet.
Right,
So it
okay.
could be either way.
So come on, let's do this. Let me just show you. You can see
Right.
it firsthand. So it's not going to take long. So I'm in courses, okay? I'm in my admin dashboard.
Yep.
So I'm going to go, remember you can watch the replay of this because I'm going to go quite fast. So I'm going to create a course. I'm going to call it, I'm just going to call it special, and I'll
Yeah.
call it Amanda. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and I'm, that's the AI thing, by the way. There's a little button there to create an outline, but I don't need to do any of that. What you're asking for is something really simple. So I'm then going to come in here and then I'm going to create my, so let's call it private video area. Okay, click save to that. Then inside the lesson types, you can then add your content. So your
Yeah.
videos, you know how to do that. So
Mhm.
just let me put some text in here for now, just to put something in there. So no. All right. So once I've got that done, I might want to then come into the pricing. And if you want to take payment on it, you could add a pricing plan in here, or they might be paying you externally. So they might just send you the money, and
Yes.
not go through Zenler. And
Mhm.
in which case you can manually add them. You could bring them in. You could get a database of the user's email address, and then you could just import them into the course. Or you can set a payment plan. So if we went in payment plan, said it was one-off or a subscription, depends how you want to do it. Let's call it one-off. Let's say if you're selling it in a one sum, you'll probably charge. I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Call it one-off. That stuff, I'll just leave it back. Finish. Right. So now the magic bit. We need to hide this. So we haven't published the course yet. I haven't set any of the content, but we want to go to course details. Under course details, you want to click here, make course secret.
Okay.
And that's it. And we want to set an enrollment, probably an enrollment limit. So what we're going to do is you're going to make it secret. That way it won't appear in your dynamic block. So you're going to click update. When people are ready to buy your course, you're going to then click publish course. Okay. That's now published. If I select this URL and I go into incognito, you're going to see inside here that I have that course come up. And if I click enroll, I'm going to have £500 or £600 because I've got tax turned on. 600 for it. They're going to pay for it. They got access. Once the people are in and they've got access to it, to stop people buying it, you can make the course price hidden. Just turn it on like that.
Oh, okay.
And then click update. And then the people that are in as your students, they will be in there. They will be able to view that content. No one will be able to buy it because you've made the course price hidden. No one will see it because you said the course is secret. But even if they can see it, because that's hidden, let me just prove this to you. Even if they did have that link to go back to and they saw this, they wouldn't see any information in here because you could make it as plain as you want. If you click enroll, it's not going to let me go in there. It's going to go to my registration page because I can't sign up for this course because I've made the course price hidden. If I was to uncheck that, the course price of $500 would come back and people could buy it. So you can control it. So if your timing is right with the people when they're going to make that purchase, you can set that. Right, now buy it. Tell me when you finish the payment or you'll receive an email. Then you just lock that back off. And then they're the only ones that have got access to that then.
Excellent. And then would I be able to add additional students manually as and when?
Absolutely.
needed?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, 100%. You can do that. You could again turn it on. You could set up a pricing plan for free and let them register and then again turn it off to control it if you're seeing these users come in. So if I was going to add to this, I could enroll students manually into it. If I was to go into my student area and I was to add a user, I could go and select that. So if I've added a user here as a student, I could then say which course. So I can go in here, Special Amanda course, and I could select the plan. Now, the plan's not showing because I turned it off. I need to turn it on. But once I added it, I've got it one added, click add. Now I've been added. Now, obviously, I need to put my name, but that's how you can do it. You can add it. Brilliant. You can also go, you can bulk import as well. So you can put the user in. Hold on. You can go into student and you can import users. So if you've got a CSV file, a Google Doc, you export it as CSV file with the email addresses. You can bulk import directly into a course. You can hit this. Perfect. You can choose where you want them to go into. Simple.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm going to probably be here every week now, asking questions. Doing your editing.
Well, good. Yeah, just set what I think is a good idea is throughout the week when you're doing things, you're building your site, you're building your courses. If you get any stop points, write it down on a bit of paper. Yeah. Like, get a whole load of them. And generally Mamit's in here doing the support desk. So you can go in there and everyone, it's not too busy. Like, it's crazy because this is live support. We're helping you one-on-one. And I think it's going to get busy. It's going to get busier and busier. So now's a really good time to get in here and just utilize our support.
Definitely. I will do. It's a brilliant resource. Thank you very much. And it's lovely to meet you. Right, I'm going to go because my Asda delivery's turned up early.
Enjoy. See you later, Amanda.
See you later. Take care. Bye.
So guys, another great live support session, and really good to look at the release that was released today as well. Sorry about earlier where it cut the day with Zenler. So I'm not sure what happened there. I know Mammy was really flustered with power cuts and things. And I think sometimes, you know, it happens to all of us where you set up a live event and you maybe forget the timing. It just shows you the importance of like looking and double checking. But when you got something, I asked her, like, her laptop was running out, battery juice was running out. And she was like, I'm trying to get this done. I'm trying to start the stream, because I don't know if you know, but inside Facebook, if you set up an event, you have to be the one to start it, Facebook. So I couldn't go in there and start that live event. So Mammy had to. So because that happened, she was flustered trying to get all this stuff, put it on there, get me on, add me as the host, and then these things happen. So after half an hour, it cut out. So what did I do? It's all right, it's fine. It's like people know we're in the Facebook group. It's okay. So you just start a new session up inside Zenler's Zoom, and then I just then put the link in the previous one for the people that were in, hopefully to look at it, and then they jumped in. And the only person that was missing was Scott, which is the same. But Scott's back over on Facebook. He's put it on there, so he's actually joined in. He hasn't jumped in on here. So guys, that's so that was today. So that's interesting. It's the first one that's happened to. So what we're going to do is generally we put these videos on our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel is youtube.com/@Zenler. And if you go on there, you're going to see all these live support desks. And what we've been doing is we have been adding them and we've been chapter marking them. So I'm going to quickly show you now the chapter marking that we've been doing. So this is our YouTube channel. So you can see that we have live education support. We got to stitch this one together. We got to stitch two lives together to make it one, as it should have been. But inside here is really good, because what we've been doing is we've been chapter marking the questions that were asked. So you can go through these questions and you can click on the timestamps here, and it will take you straight to that part in the video. So that's what we've been doing. We've been doing the same with office hours. So I don't know if you guys have checked out office hours lately, but the one we did today was epic, because we were talking about the new feature that Rakesh was talking about, which is the branching survey funnels. So inside here, we have exactly the same thing. These are all chapter marked with what's coming up. So you can click and you can jump straight to them. So our YouTube channel is fantastic because you also have the ability to search inside channel and find videos on what we've done. It's a really good place to spend a bit of time and find your way around the platform. So guys, we are about 13 minutes from 6 o'clock. So we normally finish at 6, normally 2 hours, but if there's a drop and no one's coming in, we tend to finish the session. We have a massive session running on Saturday, the 12th at 1 p.m. BST time. And this is going to be all about the brand new feature. It's going to be 4 hours long. It's massive. We're going to go slow. We want everyone to understand it. We want everyone to have created their first branching survey with Zenler and put screenshots up of them as well. So we really want you to achieve something on Saturday, and we want to show you a bit about everything. We want to do an actual build with you, so a whole build. We've got lots of documentation we want to show you about how to do your branching funnels, your branching surveys, and your surveys in marketing funnels, and your surveys in site quiz. A great thing about it is that if you learn it how to do it in surveys, there are slight differences, but if you learn how to do it in marketing funnels, branching techniques the same for quizzes or for surveys. It's the same principle. So we haven't got to do 3 lots of learning. We can do it in one go. We want it to be an active session. We want you guys to be asking questions because we think that this is going to be huge for you. The potential of what you can do with branching funnels now is mind blowing. There's things I'm thinking all the time I want to do workshops on off the back of this. So 4 hours gives us a long time, gives you a bit of time to understand it. And I guarantee it's going to help your business because it's just great the way that you tailor people's results to exactly what you. So guys, don't think anyone else is here. No one's watching live or they haven't found us. I've got 2 people on live. Yeah, Jen's on. Jen wants to come in. Strange, it shouldn't be asking for a password. I know that it's working because I had 2 people in, Jen. So you can come in if you want. I've still got 10 minutes. So you want to jump in, Jen? Ask a question, you can. I'm going to be cutting out very soon. Hard stop for me. Been working very hard today. Oh, I think Jen's gone. Okay, well, catch us next time, every Thursday at 4 p.m. We'll be back. So, guys, take care. And we'll see you soon. And watch out tomorrow because Rakesh should be releasing the new feature, the final new feature going in, and will come out the soft launch. Oh, we got Jen. Hi, Jen. Hello. Oh, Jen's gone. She jumped in, jumped out. You were here. All right, guys, we're going to end this. Getting a little bit confusing otherwise. So take care. See you.
Okay, I got it.
Jen?
Oh, there we go. Can you see me? Okay.
Yeah, you
oh
were
my God,
lucky.
I've been trying to
like,
hop on for like 45
you
minutes.
were 1 second away from me cutting off. I was over the button.
I have to get off in like 5 minutes anyways, but I had a quick question about tags. And I know that there's a ton of tutorials and things, and I just find that sometimes it's easier to just ask a specific question on live because I don't feel like I am using them appropriately. And so one of the things that recently came up was I did a one-on-one booking. I chose some slots that I wanted to, book out. And I had 2 clients book on one day. And I noticed that then with the automation of sending the thank you, I didn't want it to go to both of them. And I was like, oh, is this where I can utilize tags? And where am I not using this in a way that is appropriate? You know what I mean? So anyways,
Yeah.
I was just emailing them separately, but I was like, from an automated point, it would have been awesome to be like, after I know that the time is at 10 a.m. and at 12, I have the Google form just sent out as a feedback form. So I just can set it and forget it, but it would have also sent to that other client. So I didn't set it up.
Well, if they're they're signing up for 2, if you've got the automation set up in the one-to-ones, it'll only fire off to them once anyway. Or are you saying you manually set it up afterwards?
Well, what I did was I have the one-on-one booking, and I did separate time slots for the one. So it was like you could book at 11 a.m., you could book at a 2 p.m., and 2 separate people, 2 clients booked, one at 11 and one at 2.
Yep. So what would happen is if you've got the automation set up, it'll only go out once. If you've got the thank you after the event, it will go out after the event.
Oh,
you understand? So did you set a date? Did you set a date and time then? Did you?
I did set a date, but I didn't notice also on the one-on-one. I didn't see. Hold on, maybe I missed something. I'm actually gonna look at it right now.
I'm going to look as well because I'm going to make sure I didn't miss something.
Because when I went to automations, I don't remember seeing a after the event. You know, 2 hours after the event or 3 hours after the event. There is none. There's only on. Let me make sure. I'm going into it right now to look.
Wait a minute. But you're talking about, so that's
Oh wait, after? Yeah, so it only has after enrollment, not after the scheduled time.
Right, but did you click the button every occurrence?
Hold on.
Hold on a second. Let me just do something. Let me just set a couple of events up myself. And I'll
Okay.
just
I like the delay. I like it because, I mean, after people enroll, they can have, after 1 hour after enrollment, but there's nothing for afterwards. There's nothing that can be after. It's all after, 10 minutes after enrollment, but could be whenever. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So follow.
That's
I like being
Yeah.
able to set it and forget it. And I get it. I could go in there, or even just, for example, I run courses and every month I do it. And so once I put the replay up, I have to go in there and I have to set the date. And I would love for it to just be, I set it for 5 hours after the event. I know within those 5 hours, I'll put the replay, but I don't have to think about sending the email. It will just shoot off. But yeah, it didn't look like there was a way to do that. So whatever, it was nice because it was only 2 clients, but I'm like, I don't know if this is sustainable long-term, if I'm having a bunch of people book and I'm consistently having to go on to send these emails,
Yeah, so I've got a one-to-one booking. I've set it for 2 events, 2 event timings, so pretty much like you did. So
Yep.
inside the automations here,
Yep.
you're going to see that I have, let's go in here. So,
See what I mean? After, but it's after registration.
right, so after,
Or you could choose the specific time, but then if I chose the specific time, I had that other client who didn't have her session yet, so I didn't want that thank you email to get triggered because she didn't have her session yet. And it was actually, my client was also a friend, so I shot her a message and I'm like, I'm going to test something. Let me know if you get this email. And she did. This is interesting. Because I set it up, when I set up the one-on-one booking, I set it up as a single session, but then I did a schedule, a reoccurring schedule.
yeah, I've got this on a reoccurring schedule, but
right, yeah, because then it's just one link. I'm just sending the link and the time slots are there, and every client can choose their time slot however they want. And I just thought it was super simple. But then, yeah, the thank you email to go to each individual client, that was after their session, that was where I was like, I don't know how to do this.
right. I'm sure there was one after or event. Oh, that's off. Let me check that. Let me check
Okay.
that. I'm sure that.
Great. No, this is great. I mean, listen, I feel like
No.
oh, I kind of stumped but that's okay. I mean, if this is.
No, I think that should be, I should think that should be after event, which would solve it. Anyway, I'm just going to test something out. I just want to check if I can.
Because I have used the after registration. So I'll do on registration, they get something. And sometimes I don't want 5 emails going at once. Or sometimes I found that my intro email was so long. And so I have used that button before where it was 1 hour after registration. And that was very convenient. 15 minutes after registration, where I sent out, for example, join this Telegram group. Boom. I didn't want everything in just one email because sometimes it's just so long. So that has been useful to use, so that it's not all at once, and it just makes it easier where the set date and time is there and the system does it.
Yeah, but it should be. I'm going to check into this because I'm sure there's a way. But if you do that on, or you do that on a date, then it means that, like you said, every event you're going to have to reset that. You're going to have to change that so that it goes out, which is a pain. So we really want it to do it after the event has finished. So if you've got an event going on at 7 o'clock tonight, you want the ability to say, right, from event, my event's going to be 1 hour long. So from 7 o'clock tonight, I want the email to go out at 8 because it's going to finish at 8. So then you can just set it. So I'm not sure why it's not in here.
Send it to the next event because that one didn't come yet. The next event, for example, say if there was another one at 11 p.m., well, then the next trigger would be after that event because it's automated.
Yeah, exactly. So it should take into account. I take into account the event time. So if you've got the time set for one of the sessions at 1 hour, and the other session you've got a timing of 2 hours, then it should take that. It should say when it's finished, after the time that it's set finished. When shall I send this out?
Yeah, because if I knew that if I set a date and a time, it would send it to everybody who registered, even the people who did not have their session yet. And that's what I didn't want. And I tested that, and that is what happened.
Did you use filters?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was looking at the filters. I was trying to figure it out, but there was no filter for the one-on-one booking. There was only a filter for the like attended live webinar. Inside of my filter, I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh, I guess there is no one-on-one booking filter.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh. So what you could do,
I had attended and then obviously not attended. So I was like, oh, perfect. Let me just grab in there. I can just grab the filter for attended. And I'm like, it's not in here. I'm missing something.
yeah, and you can't tag them, because if you tag them, you're going to tag all of them. You're going to be in the same situation anyway.
Correct. So this is great.
Of course, you could tag them if you change the tag every time.
Right.
So let me look into this, Jen. I think it's a really good point. That's a really good one. I like that. I like these ones because it's good. It's something I've not heard ever come up before, which is strange.
Well, leave it to me. I'm always the one that's like I'm definitely innovative. I'm always trying to figure out different ways to do
the one.
And also I try to simplify things, but somehow I always wind up complicating stuff.
No, it's good. It's a really good question. I think that would be a really good thing to add in there.
Yeah.
Certainly, because what we want to do is we want to automate everything.
Correct. That's what I'm like, I need simplicity in my life. I love Zenler. I promote it. I love the affiliate. I do all of it. So it's wonderful. And so when I see little things like this, I'm just always trying to figure out how can I use the system that I'm paying for to maximize my time and not be doing so much automations. Another thing that will share real quick, I wanted to just ask you. So when I do clone automations, I noticed that you can't just go in and like, if you set a date. So for example, every month I send out a monthly email. You can't just go in, change it, and then change the date. It actually won't go through. You have to clone it. That was another thing that I noticed.
For email broadcasts?
No, just inside of automation. So like I have a course set up, and in the course I have the automations, and each month I just have a template. So it's like, welcome to April. Welcome, you know what I mean? And sometimes I just want to go in there and just change the word. But I did that and it didn't actually go through. With having to change the date and time, you actually have to clone it in order for it to work. So just putting that out there was something that I noticed. Yeah,
because it will look, if you can change it, you can save it, but it won't go out because it's already gone out. So it's like the cloning is the way that you
so you have to clone it to reset it. And
it's the same. Well, what we do with ours is on our site I have a course, and all that course contains is an email template. That email template inside the automation, every time I set up a new course or a workshop series, I copy the code and I just bung it straight into my mails.
Got it.
So that, and then I can just create a new mail. I can just add it. I know it's fresh. I do exactly the same thing for email broadcasts. I have one as a template. Okay. So in that template, I grab that and I drop it in there. It saves me setting everything up from scratch. So it's no time to do that, you know.
Okay. All right. So I'll just clone it. Right. I just went in and I just changed the words and then I changed the date and then it didn't wind up going out. And I was like, oh, shoot. Okay. I guess I have to actually clone it.
Well, it's already gone out. So it's recorded that data.
I see.
You know? It's got otherwise all your reporting would be messed up. You wouldn't see open rates, bounce rates, all these things. So you can't.
The tech side, I'm learning as I go too. It's like, sometimes it's so easy when you have somebody, but learning from experience. And when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, got it. No problem. But that's good to know. Thank you so much. This is really helpful.
Yeah, really good to see you, Jen. Yeah, I see you on the group and I'll try and answer the questions.
See what happens with the tags. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll ask support about it tomorrow morning. But really good to see you. I'm really glad that you managed to hop in.
Yeah, me too. This is great. All right. Thank you.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.